güey, tienes aquí un pinche No, over here. On the other side. I look like this? No, it's still in there. It's black as hell. No. Go back. Yeah. Aquí, güey. Look, follow my tooth. Oh, you got it. What was it? Why was it black? Oh, it's right there. What is that? Oh.
It feels like the shell.
Did you eat it? Eat it. I'm like, eat it. What's up, everybody?
How you guys? I thought you were gonna say something.
I don't know, dude.
How you guys doing?
What do I usually say?
Welcome back. Something.
What's up, you guys? That's what it is. That's what it is. What's up, you guys? I forgot, dude.
What episode is it?
It's crazy that you kind of go through like a little. You go through patterns, and once you disrupt that pattern, ya valió madre.
You make like a habit.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot the habit. So what's up, guys? This is CharroBeans podcast, a mariachi podcast, episode 89.
This is 89.
This is 89, dog. We're well on our way going into 100. It feels like a while because it has been a while. I checked the last episode and it was June 28th. We are July 18th. This month is going fast as hell, dude. Just because, in general, I've been gone. We've both been kind of like separated. Like it's like a line right here.
We had separate journeys.
So we had what are they called? Like side quests,
right?
Like in games. That
we had a what they're called, like filler episodes.
The filler episodes.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, we just kind of both did our own thing for a little bit.
Yeah,
it was like charro and then beans. You know,
okay.
And we put them together. You know,
or CharroBean. You know,
yeah,
just one and one.
Oh, pues sí. That makes more sense. Yeah, but we just both been kind of like separated a little bit. It's like your dad, parents that like fight.
No,
just kidding.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
Well, anyway, point is, we're back.
They're gonna call like. I thought you were gonna say you were my dad. I'm like, no, don't.
I'm your daddy, bro.
Now you made it weird. Let's do this thing all over again.
Yeah, let's start over. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, I can't. We're running out of tape. like a fucking old ass camera. No, yeah, it's been a while. Like right now when you walked in, I was like, damn, dude, it's been a while. Like since we just interacted. Well, like I said, this kind of been like the vacation season, I guess, for me. Like I had 2 trips like back to back. Like I didn't have like time to like really breathe. Like I went to Mexico. And then I went to New Mexico. So it was kind of like, I only had a couple of days in between, and then I went right to the next one. So, But it was cool, man. Like just going on vacation and doing something a little bit different, you know, asking for time off, which you kind of did too. Oh, I mean, when I was in Mexico, you were here.
We were working.
Well, the last, I guess I just get into it. Like Mexico, I went to Mexico first time in 6 years. It had been well, technically I went last year. I went for my wife's residency, but I went to Juarez, which was, I don't know how many people are here from Juarez and stuff like that, but I had never been there. I know people that go there because Chihuahua, I found out, is huge, like the state. Isn't it one of the bigger states in Mexico?
No sé. It looks big on the map.
Well, it's one of the bigger ones, and I had never been there. You know, I was a little nervous. You know, I was taking my wife down there, not, you know, for it was for like something serious. It's the government, right? So like,
right.
There's a possibility that she doesn't come back, you know. Like not that I left her there on purpose, you know, like, or anything like that. It's just you go down there with the hope that, you know, everything goes well, and then she gets her residency and stuff like that. So when I went last year, it wasn't it was a business trip. You know how they say like business or pleasure?
Okay.
Like, I went for business, like, you know. There's a little bit of pleasure, but I mean, like I said, business. You know, I went down there; it was business.
Right.
And then, so I had never been to Juarez. It was very different from the Mexico that I grew up with.
Was the city?
Huh? Yeah, the city for sure. Like I told you, like Juarez was weird because like I got there and they had Buffalo Wild Wings, they had a Denny's. You know, like
that's cool.
I mean, it is cool, but
did you check out the menus? Like, were they different?
I don't know. It just seemed
you didn't go in there?
No, yeah, I went.
Oh, okay.
You know, but I just got wings, you know. And at Denny's, I just got like breakfast, you know.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, like you're saying like they had like maybe no
Yeah,
panes or something.
yeah,
at
maybe
Denny's?
instead of like eggs and like bacon, it's like chilaquiles con arroz or something.
I don't think I would want that. Like from Denny's, you know, like it's the last place I would want to get chilaquiles.
You never know, bro.
Yeah, I mean maybe yeah, you know. But when I went that year, like it was very different. Like so for the longest, I've been trying to go back to my parts in Mexico and San Luis and Querétaro, and I always said I wanted to bring my wife. So now that she's good, and I've always wanted to have the opportunity to go back, so I did, and it was good, man. Like I didn't get to see my grandpas anymore; they passed away in the last couple of years, but I got to be with my family. I got to see my grandmas, and now that I still have them, just to visit. I mean, it's trippy, dude, because like you go to well, you're from Mexico, right? So it's very different from like life up here in general. Like just in general, life is very different. So when I went down there, it's weird because the last time I was there, you know, I was in college. I was still she was my girlfriend at the time, but it's very different. Like all my older cousins don't go anymore. You know, they're all older. They have their families and stuff like that. So right now that I went back with like my wife, you know, and I'm in a completely different place than I was, like, I guess, like 6 years ago, you know.
Right.
But it's really trippy too, because like once I was there, you know, I'm like walking around and I'm showing like, oh yeah, like I busted my ass down here, like, you know, when I was like, you know, 10 years old, you know.
You meet anyone, they're like, oh, estás bien grande or stuff like that?
Yeah, that happens all the time. Like it's always like you know, when you walk up to someone over there, especially like my dad knows everybody, dude. I don't know. My dad literally is like a freaking walking advertisement or something. Like they know right away who he is, so then they're all like, oh, this is mi hijo, right? And they always say something like, yeah, like I knew you when you were a kid. I was like, and now they look at me like, oh, like
No, I'm just
no, but it's cool though, like, because I met a lot of people, and I actually had to like did the whole like like Sammy, mucho gusto, like this is mi esposa, you know. That's so weird, dude. Like, because like I said, the last time I was here, I was running around, you know, just doing my own thing, and now I'm like introducing my wife to people. That's just like super strange for me.
yeah.
No, but yeah, definitely. Like, it was a completely different experience, and I loved it. Like, it made me want to like go back. Like, honestly, it's because I've been wanting to go back, but it's just I kind of wanted to bring her, and then also like, there's always now that when you're an adult, you realize, okay, well, I gotta work. Like, I have like other prior commitments now. I don't have summers off. Just do whatever I want.
Well,
you know? What?
You do have summers off.
Well, now I do. Exactly. That's why I went back too. That's another thing. As a teacher, now I got my summers off, so like I got more time. But back then, you know, like when I didn't, so I had to work, or you have to put time in, or you go visit other places, you know, like that. Like literally, that was my thing. Like I would go back every summer with my parents because I mean I was off for school. So I mean going back as a kid, like it was just like a regular thing. But I mean now, like you actually have to plan for it. I mean you have more commitments now. Like you have work, and then right now I got no kids. But when you got a kid, I mean that's a whole nother thing too. Like who gonna take care of the kid? You know.
¿Te lo traes?
Pues sí, me lo traigo. And I just leave him like in a room. Like, hey, we're gonna go hang out in La Plaza. So if you need anything, you know, holler.
You know.
Yeah.
Clap twice.
Or I have like the baby monitor like at the violet. Like,
Bro.
like he's good.
He starts crying. You're like, chinga, like mute it.
Just unmute, like unmute. Just put it on mute. No, yeah, for sure. No, yeah, but it was a completely different experience. Like, it was cool, man. It's and like I said, like when I left, I think I had asked for that like a long time ago. I think over a month ago I had told Arturo that I was going back, and even then he was like, "You going to Mexico?" Like, "Oh, chingón."
Like, you can do that.
Yeah, yeah. And I just told him, yeah, and he gave me the time off. So I went over there. But you got to gig without me. You got to.
Yeah, like 2 days I think, cause you worked.
It was at
the
Thursday.
week that you left. You worked at Thursday.
Yeah, I worked the Thursday before I took off on the flight, and you took me there. Thank you again.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you drop me off and pick me up? Yeah. You did both.
What can I remember?
I remember you coming here in the morning. I remember you pulled up. And it's funny because like you pulled up and you're like, "Don't mind my trunk," like because you have a bunch of shit back there.
Dude.
So I was like,
dude, it's cause.
And just throw everything in there.
Dude, I for the most part I have a clean car, you know, like like twice a month I'll try to get the little
all the smelly things that smell good.
I do a full clean, you know, I clean it.
Yeah.
I wash it. I go to the manual car wash. I don't know what it's called.
Just the regular.
Where you put it in the quarters and you like. They give
Oh,
you the gun.
so you wash it? Like
Yeah,
you don't go to
and
the
then
automatic one?
I go to it's one on long, and it has like a little brush.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
Like
oh.
chinga,
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the heat, like un chingo de hueva, you know.
No,
like,
right now, dude.
Because with the heat, like you don't wanna be in your car like at all,
hell no.
or be outside, you know. Like it really feels like you're getting cooked. Cause all the heat is just.
It feels like you're getting broiled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're
like,
in a sauna or something.
Because I went to when I went to Mexico, like it's a completely different climate. Like, cause over there, like, sí está caliente, tal sol, but like it's only hot, like, because you're outside. But like you go under like some shade, allá siempre hay viento, dude. There's always like a nice little breeze.
Yeah.
So like, one time my wife was like, when I was telling her about Mexico, like I was trying to hype it up a little bit because I was excited, you know. So I was all like. No, you know, it's because over there, I mean, you know, we hang out with my grandma. We literally just, like, stay under the porch and just talk, catch up. And, like, we literally just talk, and that's what like, passes the time, you know?
Yeah.
So then I told her, you know, every day's kind of the same. It's because we go for las fiestas de la plaza de patronales. That's what they're called there. They're for, like, the saint there of the town. Every town in Mexico, honestly, does that.
Pretty sure.
But it's, like, a big fair that happens up until July 4th. And so I kept telling her, I was like, yeah, so basically, you know, we'll wake up, you know, because she's a little nervous. She's meeting, like, people that, you know, I've never introduced her, like, uncles and stuff like that. And she's going to, like, a different country. Her first time in Mexico, actually. She still hasn't even gone back, like, to her town, which I told her now she owes me. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm trying to go to Monterrey. A ver qué pasa. I'm a little scared. But she said this was her first time. So I was all like, yeah, so, like, basically we're just going to hang out, you know, wake up, hang out, and then we go to the plaza at night. She's like, it's like all day, just gonna hang out. I'm like, well, I was like, well, I never saw anything wrong with it. I was just like yeah, like we just sit there and, you know, drink some soda and, you know, just chill, just talk. She's like, for like 8 hours. I'm like, it's because time moves differently over there. Like, I'm sorry, like when you put it on a fucking itinerary like that, like it sounds a little like
it's like breakfast and it's like.
Yeah, it's literally like breakfast, TBA/chill, and then it's like plaza at 11 p.m. You know, like, but that's how it is over there. Like it's literally like that, man. It's and it's so calm. Like that's what I like about living. It's because we live in rancho, dude. Like so that's your day, dude. And it takes up the whole day of just like you would think chilling. You can't chill all day, but you can. Like you really can, because over there you can. Like over here. You gotta work. You gotta be here by this time. You gotta do this and that. But over there, like time moves differently. So like, chilling doesn't feel that long. Mm-hmm. It's just I don't know. So at night, yeah, you know, we would go to the plaza and they had the baile and then, you know, the bands that come out and stuff. You like dance? That. Nah, güey. Tengo miedo, güey.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's because my wife doesn't really dance, and neither do I. So I mean, we just kind of enjoy the music and stuff like that. Which I got to show her, like, you know, the Huasteco music that's like kind of regional to that area. So she was all in, like, she got to see it, you know, and all of these things. What I love about all this that she was able to experience it is that I've been talking about this for years. Like, like I try to like say like, oh yeah, in Mexico we would do this, and like it would just always come up in conversation. I would always be like. One day, like, you'll go and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, like, that was my favorite part about this whole trip. That, like, I'm able to, like, say everything that I've done as a kid. Dude, I, like, literally, it was, like, oh, yeah, like, I fell on a bike here. You know, I used to go on the roof here. And it's literally just that. It was just, like, a tour of my life, honestly. Like, it was just, like, this. It was honestly, it was cool.
It was, like, dude, this is trash.
Yeah. She's like, I only have signal on my phone here. What the fuck? I was like, yeah, babe. Like, we kind of live in the mountains, you know. Like, there ain't no AT&T out here. It's just puro Telcel, motherfucker. You know. And even then, like, you know, huevo, like, it barely gets it, you know. So
it's like one bar.
Yeah.
All day. Okay. Well, my car was hard as fuck, so that's why I haven't cleaned it. No, like back to the story.
yeah, right. So yeah, you picked us up. You dropped us off at the airport. Then you worked at Burros that night? Yeah.
Well, wouldn't I, bro?
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, I left you here, and then you went out there. You did your thing, and then you got to work with the next day. You guys worked with Isra, who was he was the one vihuela player that I think he was the vihuela player right before I came in. I think. It was him or Danny. Danny was playing Vihuela
I think it
too
was
before I got here.
I think it was Panda.
Well, that was like the line of Vihuelas before me, I guess you could say. And it's funny because you see Isra and he's like, "Oh, did you see? Oh, how did he show up like to the van and everything?"
Pues desfajado and with the pants.
No, but I'm saying like because when he used to show up, he would show up like in his mariachi like pants.
Yeah.
And then like a wife beater.
Oh shit.
So
no,
he
was
see
just
all
like,
his tats because he's tatted up.
Yeah.
Like like Jesse James or some shit. Like he's got it all the way up here. And he's got like a huge beard. Does he still have the huge beard?
No,
Is
he
like
has a
here?
beard for sure, yeah.
But it's not like down here.
Not, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
He had like before he had the biker one where like it came down.
Yeah.
So he had that and like the tattoo. So I mean, seeing him for the first time, I knew that he was the brother of Diego who used to work with Allende. So when I saw him the first time, I was like, oh shit, like we're getting jacked, bro. Like, but because he's intimidating.
He's
like
those
at first,
guys that they look like they'll wreck your shit, but
Yeah.
he's a very emotional person. He was very like he's very nice.
yeah, he was
know?
nice to you.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, I'm not saying he was bad. Like when I saw him,
No, but I'm saying like when you look at him, you're like,
Yeah.
this guy can kill me.
Yeah.
Essentially, like
fucking
you know.
shank real quick.
yeah, he knows how to do like the whole workup, like kill you and then disappear your body, and then like
Yeah.
nothing happened. You know.
He's like,
But-
where's Victor? Like, who's Victor?
For real.
You know.
No, but like when he got there, he was very he sounded very melancholic. Melancholic. Is that what you say? Like melancholico, you know?
Oh, he's
Like he was just like remembering old
melancholic.
times. He was
No, I think that's nostalgic.
nostalgic, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melancholy is
means
like
you're sad, no? No.
yeah, kind of like a weird mood.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. But like, yeah, nostalgic is when you're talking about like the past a little bit.
Well, that's what he was.
He was nostalgic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was just like, ¿te acuerdas, Arturo? You did this, and I'm like,
Mhm.
you were doing what, bro? Like
Mhm.
whole time, like lo estaba like deshaciendo. He's just like,
Oh, like
telling-
he was just saying all these
yeah.
they're like,
I'm
what?
like, bro, you're out here like this. Like I'm looking at Arturo like as a whole different
You
person.
just look at him like with disgust, like
I'm like, you had other Monea players besides me and Sammy, bro? What the
yeah,
fuck?
exactly. Yeah.
No, but it was very cool. And then
Yeah.
the first gig was a misa. He just came up to me and he was like, hey, bro, like, I disculpa if I fuck up, you know, like, I haven't played in a while. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't worry about it.
I don't think he did. He tell you when was the last time you kind of played?
I think he said months or like years. Because
Since
he has his own like company, I think.
Okay.
It sounded like it
Yeah.
was, or like he works like at a company.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, don't worry about it. Like you know, like I'll help you. And Arturo was helping him too.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, misa music is it's not hard. It's just that stuff that you never really hear.
Yeah.
So when they tell you like do this, do that, you're like, are you sure? Okay.
Mhm.
And then you're kind of like questioning yourself because
Yeah.
you're like, you know, or like stuff like Ave Maria that has all these chords.
yeah.
You know, that you don't see in mariachi very often. So he was just kind of like, sounds like this. And I'm like, yeah, sounds right. You know, like, and then we went to Wichita Falls that day.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kept coming up to me the whole time. He's like, hey, I'm really sorry, bro. You know, I haven't
kept
played. I'm like,
apologizing.
yeah, like he was very nice. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, don't worry. Like, I told him, like, I remember I told him, like, as long as we start together and we end together, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he took it like como lo estaba mareando or something. But he's like, hoy no más el camarada. And I'm like, okay, bro. Like,
He's like this motherfucker.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if he took it a bad word.
Yeah.
That's how he talks. But I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm ending in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
If
I know you're trying your best.
Yeah.
Or like he'll be like, we finish the song. He's like, no, hombre, we're like, agarre monte, quién sabe qué. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
we're none of us are like looking at you like,
yeah.
we're not mad at you. Like,
I
you're
guess because
good.
I guess well I don't know, maybe he was brought up in a mariachi or in a world where like, because I mean it's out there, bro, like
Yeah.
literally like you'll play and then you make one mistake and they're like, este cabrón like fucking doesn't know how to play, but it's
Yeah.
just maybe like one song or two. I mean honestly, if I hadn't played in a couple years and I just get right back into it, I might give ass, dude. Like
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
he did very well.
yeah,
He was holding his own.
yeah.
That's
That's
like,
funny,
dude,
though.
don't worry about it. And
That means just being at least like really respectful to be like I'm sorry, like you know.
yeah, I mean, he
He's
was
being
being very
respectful.
apologetic the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
to the point where I'm like, don't worry about it. Like, it's good, you know.
It's
like,
gonna be okay,
yeah,
dog,
like we're gonna live, you know. And then he was kind of like drinking para que se le bajen los nervios.
Yeah.
And then he took some other things I'm not gonna mention. And the last gig, he was just kind of like very zen, very
Now he's not even conscious
yeah,
of
to the point where he's like, huh? And I'm like, I need you here, bro. Come on, like,
let's go. Come on, bro.
he took a little bit too far with con los calmantes, but
he's got anxiety, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, he pulled through. Like,
yeah,
like I play with him again. It's cool.
yeah.
You know?
No, yeah. Because when Arturo told me that Isra was gonna be playing for me, like since I was because at this time I was in Mexico already, so I was out there, and he said that Isra's gonna come help you. I was like, oh shit, like fucking reunion, bro. Because like I said, he was in the group back in the day. He's one of the only guys that Arturo had fired. You know, like back in the day, he
fired me.
Well, yeah, like I said, Arturo doesn't go around firing everybody.
Éramos los prohibidos.
But he fired him. I don't know why he said at the time, but he did. But at the time, like I said, he got bothered by it. He told me so. Since he got bothered,
Oh, okay.
Since he got bothered by being,
he'd be like, I hate you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, sounds to me like well, even Arturo said that like they're on good terms and everything like that. I mean, he had even apologized because he got mad like to Arturo afterwards. You know, like, hey man, I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, he's very like an emotional person. You know, he's like that big scary guy that you know, like you talk like he loves his mom. Like he has like he has like a whole family and kids. He's just like you know.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's got.
No,
kids,
yeah, he does. But you know what I mean.
Kids,
like, he's very he's available emotionally, you know.
Yeah, he's open.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's progressive, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. He's very political.
You know what else? But I mean, yeah, it was cool.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm glad you were in good hands. You know, while I was gone.
On Friday I played with Saul, Vihuela player.
Yeah, shout out to Saul. Hey, Saul's cool, man.
Yeah.
Saul plays really good Vihuela. He's a good singer. I think that's what he has, man. I asked him when I was in Albuquerque. I was like, because he was in my truck. I was kind of the dad. Well, we'll get into that in a bit, but like I was kind of the dad of the group.
Okay.
And they could kind of because they told me like you just got big dad energy. I'm like daddy? No, but
like, no, dad. Right?
Yeah. It was funny though because he was sitting in the back and I was like, hey Saul, like who taught you to sing? Because he sings good, you know. He's got una voz and si la suelta, you know. He has a very like nice tone, y bien afinadita. I was like, hey man, like so who taught you to sing? And he's very quiet. He's like a quiet kind of guy.
He's very reserved.
Yeah, but I compared him a lot to Don Mike towards the end because like you know how like when you make Don Mike, the Miguel in our group, when you make him laugh, like it's like an accomplishment. You're like, damn, like I'm fucking hilarious, like holy shit. Because like Don Mike will be like, ha ha ha, like he'll actually like fucking knee slap, you know. he likes that shit, but and like with Saul, he'll just get like he's kind of quiet, but he'll have like a little laugh here and there.
Yeah,
he's like, he's like, ha, ha, ha. Right? And then like I'll say something and he'll be like, he'll like really go into it. I'm like, chingon, you know, I did it. But anyway, yeah, I had told him, hey, who made you sing? Who taught you to sing? You know, like you sing really good. He's like, no, was like nobody.
Why are you doing his accent like that?
Because that's how he talks. Like
you do Dylan like that too, like
no, Dylan's is different, bro. Dylan's more like, nah, I'll go into that later. Okay, anyway, but yeah, he was just like, no, like I was like, you sing in the shower? And he's like, pretty much, but like it's like very like dry.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, it's very very dry, but it's just funny. Like he sings very good. Why was I on that? Why was I on there?
I don't know.
How did I get on? You said something. Oh, because he's a good player.
Oh, so.
Yeah, so I was a really good player. Anyway, so you got to play with Isra, and then I came back to Mexico. You picked me up.
You gave me those pesos as payment.
Oh, I did give you the 2 pesos.
Still there. I'm like, the disrespect, bro. Like,
yeah.
It was like 0.2 cents.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know what the value is, honestly. But point is, basically what we did when we came back, like I had the issue at my house is that I didn't have AC. Apparently the fucking machine blew up. Basically, I had to get a new one. So like we came home to a hot house. I had to stay at my suegra's for two nights basically. Fuck. Until we got this whole. I had to buy a new system. Like that's what ended up happening. So it was a stressful time because like I had just come back. And like I went and when you dropped me off, what did you do? Did you go back home?
Yeah, because I had it was Thursday.
It was Thursday, so we had
to go to seafood. Yeah.
So I remember that
I didn't even shave. It was like todo. I look like this, I think.
Yeah. I haven't shaved since Albuquerque too. I shaved right before and now I'm all chipeludo. For the concert, I didn't take my... No, like it's just when you get close, bro, you see it. It sounds all desperate, right? You gotta get close, bro. Like, you can see it. No, it's because I shaved right before Albuquerque. I was like, so I can look clean for the concert.
Okay.
And my freaking Friday, like, it was all stubbled, and I was like, ugh. It's because, like, if I'm not shaving, it looks dirty. Like, it looks... Like, actually, like, if I have dirt on my face, not even hairy, it looks dirty. I don't like that, so I started shaving it. Anyway, how to get on there? What was I saying? That Thursday so you went home and you changed. I was dealing with the electrician. He finished up his stuff, and so I showered here with cold water because, I mean, I'm not going to use hot water, dude. So cold water, and I got out. I was, like, changing, fucking pouring sweat. I showed up to Seafood Shack, like, all sweaty. Oh, that's when I showed up with my hair, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I had just taken a shower, and honestly, like, I didn't want to hang around here to do my hair or anything. Like, I was pouring sweat, like, so I think I just threw on like a little bit of mousse, which did not work at all. Like, cause like it dried, and I was like this. You said that it looked like
Arturo said that it looks like you came in your...
Oh, my Miata?
Yeah,
the convertible?
With the...
No, but
down.
you said that it looks like I got shocked or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because my hair was like this, dude. My hair is really wavy, but it like expands when it's dry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So then I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. So like I played the set with like crazy hair and yeah, anymore, whatever. I was just glad to be back. You know, I was back. Like I love Mexico, but I was all like, I'm Mexican, but not like this. Yeah, but I was like, I missed the U.S. You know, first thing I did is I went to, after the electrician left, I hadn't eaten, dude. So we went straight to Whataburger. We got it back. I ate it here in a hot ass house, but like I was happy, dude, because I had a burger. And I had a full stomach, luckily. Yeah, but we played all Thursday. Friday, fuimos a Burros.
Oh, we went to Fort Worth for a gig.
Oh, right.
6 to 8.
Had a gig. Easy hour. Nothing really
2
happened
hours.
there.
6
It
to 8.
was 2 hours. You're right. 6 to 8. And so we showed up to Burros late. But like, dude, so they have these plastics that go around the whole fucking building at our planta.
I think they put them at the time to get ready for winter.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you remember, before those, the blue ones that they have right now, they had yellow ones.
Yeah.
And those yellow ones were all busted. Like, estaban todo rompidas. The plastic was all fucked up. So they replaced them with these. And I thought they were going to be because in the time of cold, you can put them down. Because they have, like, latches and stuff, and you can put them down. In the time of caliente, pues it would make sense to open them up so that way... I mean, ya en la noche, I mean, even in Fort Worth, I mean, it's hot. Or in the DFW, it's hot. But at least, like, every once in a while, there'll be a breeze. So if you have it open, you know, obviously something can get in there and air can circulate and it can like go in and out. But if they're down, obviously it doesn't work. So, I mean, people have not been coming, like regulars did not come the last week because
they're regulars. Like they know it's that hot.
They know that, yeah, like they know that that's an issue. But pues, what are we gonna do? Cuando sea mi restaurant,
I mean, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying in general, like, they need to... You got to think about the customer a little bit. Like, not even just us. I mean, we're wearing...
Oh, they even made a new rule. Like, apparently you can't drink without ordering. Were you there for that?
Yeah. Yeah. They have, like, a policy where... Well, before, you could just show up and start drinking and just, like, watch the mariachi. But now they want you to order food, which makes sense as a restaurant standpoint. Like...
But, I mean, they've been doing this for so long. Like, why now?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was telling you. Like, people aren't going to like that because you've... for so long made it a policy where like, yeah, you can bring your own beer and you can just sit there and chill. And now like freaking, I don't know how long, it's been at least 15 years. They've been wearing that 15-year anniversary shirt for like the past 6 years. So like at this point it's like 20 years. I don't know. But point is like they have so many people going out there that expect that. So now that they're like, no, you got to order like a taco or something. People I'm assuming got mad about that because now they actually have to buy something, you know? I don't know.
And it's, that's rough.
Yeah. But, like I said, I just do my part.
En mi humilde opinión, you know. Nah. Yo opino.
Yeah. Next day, we had a gig. I'm trying to recap everything because it's been a lot, dude. I'll go quick. We just had a gig before Vargas was coming into town.
Oh, we only had one gig.
We only had one. Our boss was actually like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have like basically a date night." Because I don't think he took. Well, I don't know if he took his daughter. No, I don't remember. Because I didn't see Arturo. Okay, so point is, Mariachi Vargas came to town, came to Dallas, and they put on a show here in Dallas at the fairgrounds. You didn't go. I went. My wife went. Arturo, my boss, his wife, Paco was there. His wife, Boyo, who his uncle was Arturo Vargas, and his family.
Was Don Luis there? Is Don Luis?
No, Don Luis didn't go.
Huh.
They said that he didn't want to go.
He didn't want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. That's what he said. I asked him too. I was like, "Where's Don Luis?" And he's like, "No, he didn't want to come." And I was like,
Ni Doña Olga?
No, she was there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like everybody else was there. Yeah, but they all went. They go to see because I mean, yeah, that's her name, Olga, right?
Yeah.
Boyo's mom went to go watch her brother, basically. Yeah, so, it was cool though because I got to see Vargas. I hadn't seen Vargas in a long time. And now it's like a completely different group because they have different people and they play good, dude. Like, estaba chingón. The whole show was cool. We had good seats too, so I was sitting like towards the middle, like on the bottom floor. So I was like, damn, this shit looks good. It was kind of cool though. Afterwards, with Boyo, he called his uncle obviously because he's there, and they kind of took us backstage. He still remembered you, which is good. He still remembered both of us from our interview with him, because right away he was all like, "I thought mis CharroBeans," and I was like, "No, but I'm missing one." And he's like, "Oh, sí, mi Victor." Like he remembers everything about you.
Huh.
He's like, "I'm poner una peda, güey." Nah, te creas. Otra vez? No, but it was cool. Like, he brought us backstage. I met Roberto from Vargas too, Mexican American. My wife was like crushing the whole time, bro. She was all like, "Oh, he's so cute. You can sabe quién." I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm right here." Like, the disrespect, you know. No, but I remember she was just saying that. She was just like, she's like, "Yeah, I think." I was like, "How long you think?" Because she kept bringing up the fact that she's liked him for a long time, and I'm like, "You have never said this. Like, are these your thoughts? Are these your fantasies that you're not like telling me? You know, like." But I told her, so when we walked past him, like, I was like, "Hey, man, would you mind taking a picture with my wife? Like, she loves you, but she won't say it." You know? So he was real cool. And he follows the pod, so shout out to him. And I talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, he likes the show. So I was like, chingon. Went back there, talked with the guys from Vargas. Got to meet some. I don't know a lot of them anymore. A lot of them are ones I've never interacted with, obviously. So I just like kind of talked to them and said hello, real respectful, like con mucho respeto, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was chill. It was chill to be back there with like all these big cats. Well, a lot of them are short, which is pretty cool. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of them are short, so I'm like, "Mi hermano, you know, what's up?" You know, like Danny, Oscar, like all of those guys are like
eye
tiny.
contact was like right here.
Yeah,
like
dude.
eye level, you know.
The only ones that weren't at eye level, like I forgot how big Carlos Martinez is.
Oh, see?
Dude, he's like a whole linebacker, bro. Like he walked up because his violin was next to us the whole time. Cause I knew it was because it said Carlos and it had Vargas on the bridge.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh shit! Like, this is his violin." And I wanted to talk to him because I don't know if you remember when he came to one of our rehearsals back when we were kids. I don't know if you were there actually. You might have not been there. Back when he Imperial.
I remember like
he was friends with Diego at the time, and
okay.
So he had a broken arm though at the time.
I remember that.
Yeah, he had a broken arm, and he came to one of our rehearsals just to kind of like, not to give us a clinic or anything. He was just there, like, it was cool. So it was the first time I had like at the time we was Nueve Tecalitlán, so it was cool to like kind of see him in the room. We told him to play for us, but he said he couldn't. Obviously, he had a broken arm. I thought maybe with like the fingers you could just like do this.
Yeah.
But he said that like the next time he saw us, he would play us a song.
But that was in Albuquerque, no?
And in Albuquerque, we saw him. I think the year after or something, and he kept his promise. Like, he remembered us. He's like, ahora sí ando bien. And then he like played this little like excerpt of something. And I was like, oh, like badass. Like, so he remembered us. So like, but obviously I don't look like I did like fucking 10 years ago. You know,
you were a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. You know, like lots of pounds ago and lots of hair ago. You know, so he passed by me and I kind of just said hello. But it was one of those, you know, like when
Well, you look very different, like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I meant like I was gonna say like that whole little story. Like I don't know if you remember, but it was like in passing. He was very fast. Like he was trying to get out of there and stuff. And I don't want to go out of my way to be like, hey sir, like I said, I don't want to like bother him. But yeah, when he was coming at me, he was coming like through the hallway, and you know how like a hallway takes up a certain amount of space. Well, he filled up that space. Like,
oh shit.
He was just like,
so he's very tall too.
He's a unit, bro. Like hell yeah.
Oh
like,
shit.
You see him running at you, and I'm a little scared,
Because he was the same height as everybody else. Well, I mean, I guess in stage, like it's like an illusion.
On stage like, is an illusion. Yeah. Like I guess for you it wouldn't be as big, but he's a big. You're like, bro, what are you talking about? Like,
for him, look at this little thing.
I'm like, he's 5'10", bro. Nah, but yeah, he is a big dude. He's got a big presence. But I said hi to him, and I said hi to some of the guys from Vargas. It was pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I missed you, bro. I had the C right here, like ready to go. Yeah. I was like, damn, like, Chevito.
No, después me inspiro y dejo la carrera y pues vale madre.
¿Qué?
Huh? Like I'll get inspired like watching him, and then like I'll leave my degree and shit. I'm like, you know what, bro? Like I can do this.
I can do it. That new the harp player they have is pretty good. Yeah.
Victor?
Is that his name?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's small too.
Yeah,
he's really small. Yeah. So I was like, damn, hell yeah, like my people,
I could be in this group.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It's just cool to like kind of hang out with them a little bit, and Arturo was still cool with us, and you remember.
I think that day was the last time we saw each other.
Who?
Yeah, you and me. Well, the guys in general.
What are you talking about?
Because that day, because we had that gig in that salon.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time we saw each other.
Oh, like all of us?
Yeah, all of us together, like the group.
Right.
Because me voy a despedir de Arturo. Because Arturo, I knew at that time, like Arturo would be the last person I see.
You talking about our boss Arturo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, but like he was in a hurry, so we all just. Well, I think we were all in a hurry because you guys had to get to the concert, and I.
Oh right, after the gig, yeah. Because Arturo was gonna drive. Arturo was gonna drive from the gig to the concert, and he said he wasn't gonna change, bro. And I'm pretty sure he didn't, because he was just when I saw.
You didn't see him at the concert?
So here's the thing: when I was walking into the concert, like I had parked my truck like in a parking lot, like right there by the fairgrounds. So I was walking on the street, and he honked because he was passing by in his Jeep. I was like, hey, and I just told him like to park over here because that's where we were parked. But he was still wearing the white shirt from the chamba. So I was like, this motherfucker didn't join. I'm pretty sure he didn't change. So like I didn't get to see him after because I think he went to the balcony.
Okay.
Me, Boyo, and Paco were all on the bottom. We're all in the same section. It was kind of funny how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But we all went over there, and afterwards we all met up because like I thought after the concert they were gonna have like a little meet and greet like they used to do back in the day. Like you could talk to them, take a picture with them.
For Camperos too, like.
Yeah, they always do something like that. So, but they didn't. So we were like, "What the fuck?" And then I bought some Vargas shirts, which were $40. Vargas, what the fuck? Like, but then again, now merch is like super expensive in general.
Still bought it though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me chingaron los 120, güey. Like, because I bought 3 of them. Yeah, like una para me, una para my wife, and then one for her brother.
Yeah,
it's $120, bro. Like. I'm just like, I'm paying for gas right now. Like
you're like, this cotton, now they're polyester, bro.
In this economy? Like, no, they were taxing them shoes, those shirts, bro. But no, but it was a cool shirt. That's why I bought it. But anyway, yeah, like I didn't get to see Arturo, but that was the last day I guess that we saw. So this was the week leading up to Albuquerque. Like I said, like it felt like I had a vacation, came back and worked like a day or two, went straight to a concert. Sunday did nothing. Monday prepared. Oh, what did we do on Monday? There was something. What did we do? Oh, I went to a wedding, so I didn't have an opportunity to do anything.
Right.
And then that Tuesday is when we went to Albuquerque and we took the drive over there. And Albuquerque is 10 hours away from Fort Worth, Texas. So like, I mean I've done far drives before. I've driven to Colorado, which was like, I want to say 14 or something like that. Pero como quiera, era una chinga, to drive all the way out there. I mean, luckily. I had Boyo with me. We had the plan. Obviously, we kind of like talked about it here a lot. Actually, I forget that we
on the podcast we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, we talked about us going, and so Victor couldn't go last minute. So I was like, damn, like you left me with Boyo, bro. Like,
stay away.
No, but we went with Boyo. I went with Boyo because we were gonna room together, And then Saul, who's a camarada aquí, friend of the pod. Same thing with Mariela, my sister. We all kind of made like the choice to go like in a little caravan. So we went like, driving next to each other. But no, it was cool. Like you didn't get to go, but like the whole time, they definitely ask about you, bro. Everybody that I met was like, "Y Victor?" And I'm like, "I'm right here, bro." Like, what about me?
Should I look to Boyo be like, "Aquí está,"
Oh, that's what I kept telling Boyo, bro. I was like, bro, like if you're gonna be walking around me, they're gonna go up to you like, "You're not Victor." Like, what the fuck? Or that, or you look very different off of the internet,
Yeah. I like catfishing, bro. It's a filter.
And it's funny because, like, you know what was weird? We booked the hotel to be a double bed because that's what we got. I hadn't even told you guys. I guess you're sleeping with Boyo, bro, because I'd be snoring, right? So I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll try my best.
Okay.
But I thought, as soon as we got there, 10 hours later, obviously we're tired or whatever. That first night, they don't have anything. I think the conference starts on Wednesday, basically. Tuesday was just like our day for arrivals to get to the hotel, get situated or whatever. But when we got there and I was checking in, I got a double booked room or a double bedroom. And then I got them. They're like, "Oh, we only have a king size bed, or 2 king size beds and one queen." And I was like, "The fuck!" Like, I got these like a month ago. Like, why don't I have 2 beds or whatever? They're like, "Oh, we just don't have any more left." I'm like, "That sounds like a you problem, bro." Like, it worked out because obviously you weren't there. But then me and Boyo were like, at the time I was like, I guess it's all right. It's just me and this other dude, so we'll be fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But then like I was thinking like, bro, like if this is our only option, like you, me, and Boyo, like all 3, I would have been the one in the middle where I would have been a little sandwich, a sandwich. No, but yeah, they ended up putting us in a king size like bedroom or whatever. No, it's just me and him.
Damn, it's romantic.
No, there was a lot of space in between, bro. Like, I cabías, güey. I cabías.
You made a little fort.
Yeah. No, yeah. So basically, like I said, like it was a good conference. Like I hadn't been there since 2014, 9 years ago, bro.
I think mine was 2018.
Yeah, well, you went back more recently than I did, and that's why, honestly, because the way you talked about it the last time, I was like, I gotta go back, bro. Because I went in 2013 as a student in my high school, which was cool. We got to the jam sessions. We still interacted with everything. But you're at a school. So, like, lights out are at 10 or 11 p.m. or whatever.
I remember emphasizing that. Like, it's a lot different when you don't have someone, like, being your guardian, which is like a teacher.
I'm a teacher, so, like, I understand. It's a liability, right?
No, I'll say,
it's a liability to have kids out.
But, it's so different to not having curfews or, like, choosing what to eat, Like, cause I don't go like to like play. I go to like not mess around. I go to like like exercise my social skills.
You could do that here.
Nah, but over there nobody knows me. Like I'm like
they know you.
I'm like, how you doing?
Or like you want to go like just to like
because I like
it's ambiente.
I like watching like all these different people that play mariachi too. And then every once in a while I would have people come like, hey, like we talked on Facebook about like guitarrones or something.
Right.
Huh?
Wait.
But like that's all very cool to do. Like you kind of like you meet someone that has your same likes. Like you right. You mean like another bass player, and they're like, "Oh, well, I do this way. Like, look, check it out, or check out my instrument." And you're like, "Damn,
es Morales?"
Right? You're like, "No, es Salinas."
No, yeah.
Sparacho.
Like I said, like when I went in 2013, it was drastically different from 2014.
Yeah.
They were a year apart, and I went first as a high school where everything is like, we're eating at this time, we're going at this, like make sure everybody's up by this time, and Then when I went in college, it was just 4 of us. It was just 3 of the people that were in MNG, which is the Texas State Mariachi. To this day, I don't know how they let us do this, but like, because the whole time, that whole summer, they said that we were going to compete. Like, we were going to compete. And then last minute, people started dropping like flies, bro. Like, they were like, "Oh, I can't go after all because I have this. Oh, I can't go out because of this, and this." So like, a whole group turned into 4 people. Me, my friend Alicia, who played violin, my friend Hector, who's now they're both teachers actually. Hector and Covarrubias and Bermea. If you guys are out there.
I saw Alicia on TikTok.
Oh really?
For mariachis. Yeah, it was
really?
pretty cool.
Oh shit.
Anyways.
And then Reba, who played Vihuela at the time. And me, I was like 19, 20 years old at the time. And they, Texas State was like, okay, I guess we'll just let these 4 out there. Without our director, without nobody. They said, here's the van, or we rented a Suburban. Here's the Suburban, gas is paid for, hotels are paid for, just go do your thing.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to let them go to waste, because I'm guessing they booked that in advance.
I'm saying, how the fuck was it this canceled? Because like, I mean, if you buy it's cool. No, don't get me wrong. I was fucking appreciative because I was like, I had been wanting to go because the year before it was cool, man. Like, I had seen Tegalitlan and I saw these people and I got to jam and it was a really fun experience. It really was like, so like that shit made me want to go like, oh, I want to go back. Like this conference was a very big learning experience, I guess, for me. You know, like, I mean, if you're a sheltered high school kid that, you know, you just go and you play whatever competition music you play and that's it. Like, you go something like that and you go to jam sessions, like you said, you meet people of the same interests, of the same, like, in that same world, but in a different region. Like, it does kind of, like, inspire you a little bit. So then, like, when I went back in 2014, I was like, oh, I got to go back. So then that Texas State is like, yeah, just send us the bill. I was like, shit, you know, let's fucking go, you know. And it was drastically different because now, like, I remember us showing up and just being like, we can do anything. We can do anything we want. Like,
literally, that's your first thought. You're like, so much room for like
activities. You know, like I remember just being like, I had never had that much freedom. You know, like to be like, we can do this, we can do that. Basically, you figure out what you want to do, and that's it. You know, so it was crazy. So for the longest, I've been wanting to go back. Like, I think 2015, 2016, I just took other vacations. You know, during the summer. Like I said, I mean, when you're limited on time, you know, you kind of choose to go to one place or the other. So it was never a priority until I think you went in 2018, you said? So you went, you described everything, and I was like, oh, for real? Like, so then, like, what was it, like 2019? Did you go in 2019?
No, they closed it.
It was 2020 when they closed, because that's when the pandemic started.
Oh, I see. No, 2019 I didn't go.
You just didn't go? So like it happened, but you didn't go?
Forgot for what? I remember I wanted to go.
But you just
couldn't. But I couldn't.
Because I remember since like 2018, us being like, yeah, bro, we're going to go. Like,
I'm like, okay, bro.
Vamos a los dos. You know, we're going to get the same room and see what's up and, you know, do our thing over there. And then 2020 hit, so we couldn't go. And then 2021, también, they had the whole virtual thing.
Yeah, we still didn't go because it was a virtual thing.
It was a virtual thing. That's
which I wasn't interested in. I'm like, I don't want the workshop. I just want to go to see.
To see?
Yeah, like... No, it's quiero ver. Like, I don't want to play. I just want to watch.
Well, anyway, that was the plan, like, to go back this year. And, like, we did have plans. Like, everybody, so, like, shout out to everybody that came up and, like, said they listened to the podcast. I would just be standing, bro, and they would just come up to me, like, and I'm like, yes, you know, yeah, right.
Like, don't touch me already.
I'm like, no, but yeah.
Cause it's Kung Fu Panda. Like,
yeah, so like I was every time like I would just be standing there and someone did come up, they would just talk about like, hey, like I know you. I'm like, great, from where? Like, you know why? Yeah, like por qué? Okay. But then they told me it was a podcast. And it was cool because like they would bring up stuff from the pod. Like I can't even think of examples now, but like little shit that we've said, and I'm like, dude, I forgot about that. So I was like, that's crazy that you remember or whatever, right? So it was like really interesting for them to be like, yeah, like you're that guy. And I'm like, yeah, where's the other guy? And I'm like, oh,
damn.
Like I said,
like is that?
Yeah, I would point to Boyo, who's like also a tall, skinny dude, you know. So I was like, he looks like him, but different, you know?
Okay.
And Boyo's like, hi, I'm Boyo. No. But yeah, it was.
He was like, hi, I'm Luis. Like, you're not Luis, bro. You're Boyo.
And it was funny because like over there, people started calling him Boyo because we don't call him Luis, you know. So it was just like Boyo. But it was cool. Shout out to those people, man. Like it. Someone like I forgot her name. But like I said, I even told them I was like, I'm sorry if I forget your name. I'm horrible with names. But if I remember your face, like I remember everybody's face, but I probably won't remember your name. So like De Vista, obviously, I'd be like, hey, yeah, you know.
Okay.
But a lot of them just, like I said, they talked very specifically about it, and they're like, yeah, I even bought merch and stuff like that. I'm like, that's badass. Thank you. I appreciate you, you know.
Yeah. Thank you.
But like I said, a lot of them were asking for you, bro. They were just like, untas.
Like, where's the other bean?
Yeah. So it was cool though. It was a cool experience. Like I said, I did feel a little older out there.
No, it's the same.
Because I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just remembering wrong. I did feel like there was less people there, but I know for sure. Like I would show up to the jam sessions, and like it was a younger crowd. Obviously, it's always the younger crowd at first because I mean, probably they have lights out like at 11 or probably before midnight. They have to go back to their room and close it and go to sleep, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when the older people usually start staying there and they start switching up the rep a little bit. It's not every song in the world.
As the kids that go to sleep, they're like, y'all keep playing without us, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought we were done, you know.
Disrespect. Like,
no, it was cool though because we played a lot of like sones. Obviously, that's what people play. Like the first night, I think the first 2 nights they finished them at 12 a.m. You know, I guess because they were barely getting the conference started or whatever. Okay. So we would go all the way till 12, but then like we ended up starting like separate jam sessions like in the lobby area because they let us. I guess the staff was like, yeah, you guys are cool until like 1:15, and then we'll kind of like stop you guys. But they let us keep going, which is pretty cool.
Okay,
we're out there playing, and dude, it's cool though because you see a lot of people that are from like different states and stuff like that. And they know rep and they know how to follow and stuff like that. Like those were the people that were coming out. Shout out to them. I think they were from New York. Okay. And they listened to the pod too, which is cool.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, shit, like from New York, like it's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess you don't really think about it, but like I never thought of New York as being as like this hub for mariachis and shit like that. But
true,
it's out there, you know. It's just cool. But like they knew rep, bro. Like some of them, like yo ni me la sabía, and I would just follow them. Like, you know what? I'll just follow you, like because I don't know it, you know. But it was chill, man. And then I went there. I think I talked about it on here. I went there like wanting to go to Masters. I've been wanting to go to Masters since like the first time I went because I think this was my 3rd time auditioning. I've auditioned every year that I've been there.
Okay,
and you've done it before?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no.
Yeah, you did.
No, it doesn't count. No.
It counts, bro. No, you were there. What happened?
Ni me acuerdo, which is a kid.
This is 4 years ago.
What do you mean? 2018?
Yeah,
I did an audition for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone was like, hey, we're going to learn this song. I'm like, okay. It's like, okay, let's go to rehearsal. I'm like, what? You know, that wasn't like anything it wasn't anything official. And I was very like reluctant because I didn't want to play.
It's because, from what you explained to me, Ivan, he's talking about Ivan Velasco, right?
Right.
Ivan Velasco.
Because he was a harp instructor. So I guess I told him like, hey, you picked the harp player for Masters.
Yeah.
But I think that just went over his head. He was just because it was like 3 days in, bro. Like, oh no, like it was like a Thursday or Friday. No, it was Friday. It was the day before. It was the day of the
showcase,
the competition, and
the showcase
where Masters plays
at the plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, hey, Avic, we're gonna learn a song. I'm like, okay, because that's usually how he teaches. Like he doesn't teach you like arpegios or like exercises. He picks a specific song that works on that, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, he wants to work on something new, I guess, whatever. And it was, I remember the song. It was ¿Cuál de las dos?
Okay.
De Sol de Mexico. And I'm like, okay, it sounds simple enough, And we learned it, and he's like, okay, let's go to rehearsal. I'm like,
¿Qué?
Like, ¿cómo? I'm like, this is rehearsal, bro.
Because you said that was the year that you also didn't register or nothing, right? Like, you were just out there, like, fucking creep.
It's good. That's all I like to do. I just like to watch. Like, I like watching people play and like how they like, like.
Wait, so you would just walk into the classrooms?
Yeah, I just walked into the class because I'm guessing classes were at the convention center.
It was at the convention center. Oh, you had said that's where it was before, right?
Yeah.
For me, that was new because in the past it was like at a hotel and you'd have to drive to the university.
Yeah.
That's where it was before. So when they told me that this one, it's like a hotel and you just walk downstairs and that's where it is.
It was nice for me because you just walk across the street.
Well, it's very useful because like you wake up like all pinche, no crudo, pero like sleepy as fuck, right? Yeah. So like you could wake up like 30 minutes before, throw something on and just walk downstairs, right? Because before, there was a year that I got there like very late and it wasn't my fault. I was there with 2 other people. but like I wasn't driving or whatever. But we got there like very late, and then I got in trouble, and I was like, damn, start crying. No, but for sure, like that's the whole reason I wanted to register. I was like, because I want to sign up for masters. I want to try to make it. The first year I did it, I was nervous. I mean, I was nervous as hell as all three of them because it's nerve wracking. I mean, they tell you to play your instrument in front of all these people, and you're trying to prove that you're a good enough player, to be made a master. So the first year, I remember. You remember how we used to, our director really liked us to look, I guess, like professional. So we all wore like our collared maroon shirt with our khaki pants. So I already felt like uncomfortable physically because like I don't want to tuck in my shirt, bro.
Yeah.
And that year Pato was the freaking master. You're telling me the guy who played in Vargas for 51 years, who basically crafted the vihuela sound, is gonna be the one to judge masters? And I was first, bro.
Pato's a scary man.
He's a scary man.
He's cool, but when it came to playing, like. He would get
very specific.
Explosive.
Yeah. So like I remember that first year, like we all sat in a room and they said that they're gonna do the masters auditions. I said, okay, yo todo tiernillo chiquillo, and he's like, all right, you can go first, because I was sitting at the end, so I was like, for real, like for real. And so I remember I just walked up and he's like, okay, toca una ranchera, and I was like, pues cuál? He's like, cualquiera, nomás tócale, and I'm like. But there's different. So I think about things too much. Like I need specifics, bro. So I toco una ranchera, and I'm like, pues cuál? And he's like, no, pues la que quieras. And I'm just like, I could not think of one ranchera, bro. And even then, I was like, do you want it to be like a harder one or a softer one? But I didn't know what to do, so I was just like, okay, bueno, chin, 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 and that's all he needed to see, bro. He's like, all right, just take a seat. And I'm like, fuck, like I already fucked up. Like I didn't do anything. I was just playing like a G, And then I think the second year, I don't remember the second year at all, actually. Yeah, I don't remember the second year. But this third year, I was close, bro. I was number 2, Another student got it. His name is Joel. He's a really, really good player. He's young. He's a kid. It came down to both of us, but it came down to sight reading. But then the sight reading, they gave me that new soul song that was, I think it was on the new album.
You have a new album?
Yeah, exactly. I don't listen to. I think we were talking about this because I drove a lot. Like I was driving. Like I said, I was the dad of the group, so I was just driving everywhere. So that I think I forgot what we got onto, but we're all like, yeah, I don't really listen to mariachi outside of work anymore. Like a lot of people do. I know you do. You listen to a lot of mariachi. So does like Aboyo told me that too. He's like, yeah, 99% of the time I'm listening to mariachi. But like anytime there's a new album, I don't really listen to it. I mean. I just don't get into it like I used to, I guess.
Okay.
But I don't make it my life's work to like listen to an album and then like learn it. That's what I used to do back in the day. I would listen to an album and figure it out by ear and just kind of like like learn it.
Right.
So when it came down to sight reading, bro, like they were like, you guys can read, right? Because it was just like everybody auditioned and they called me and this kid back up, and we went back up there, and they said, can you guys read? I'm like, well, sí, but bien a huevo,
Yeah.
Well, I can read rhythms, but the thing about me, though, you don't see a lot of complex rhythms a lot of the times now in mariachi. Like, they can be a little bit more complex. So they pulled out that song, and I had heard it before, like maybe once or twice. But, I mean, the intro is the only thing that was a little complex. So I remember, like, they put the sheet on there, and they told him to go first. I was like, bet, appreciate you. I was like, I'm not going first. But he played it, and he played it perfectly. So I was like, damn, like, ya se la sabe, güey. Like, he's got it, like, chingón, like. So then when, like, it comes time for me to read, I mean, I can play complex rhythms or whatever. Like, I don't think I've ever played anything that's been, like, troubling for me. But, like, seeing something, like, brand new with the complex rhythm, so it's going to take me a second. I'm going to be like, okay, so we're in...
Estamos en sol.
That was in D minor. 3, okay, 3-4. Mine's on, like, Mozart, where I'm like... and go right into it, So, like, it takes me a second, but, like, since he just played it perfectly, I was just like, I'm just going to copy what he did. So I was like, but no me salió, güey. I mean, I don't know it, like.
No, it happens.
Nah, yeah, so. Yes, So I was this close to making Masters this year.
¿Estás ahorita, güey?
No.
Well, that's why I don't know.
I mean, es que son mamadas, güey. No, like, it was a little upset, but I was like, I mean, this kid gets the opportunity to do it. He's a young kid. He plays good. Like, the fact that he can read music and do everything, that means he's on a good path, So I can't be mad at that, Kid out here like doing his best. So
kid's like, next time, chump.
Yeah, see you, chump. No, he told me to listen to the pod too. Like right after, like we shook hands, obviously, because it honestly felt like a competition.
You're like, GG. She's like,
yeah, it was like good game, you know, fucking, you know. But like, he told me, he's like, yeah, I know you from the podcast, and I was like, no, but thank you, like crying, you know. Yeah. I was like, thank you, bro, like I appreciate it. No, but it was cool, man. Like I said, like he it looked like he had a good time, and he plays good. He had a real solid sound. But hopefully next year. I mean, because my Saul got masters. My sister got masters. Some other people from DFW got masters. So it was cool because, like, honestly, the masters group was Texas, bro. It was puro pinche Texas. We have a good scene over here, man. I think, like, for real, like at least the Metroplex, like DFW, it's a hub. Like it is a mariachi hub now, dude. Like, cause todos los grupos, a lot of them play rap. Like they know what they're doing over here for sure. I told you, bro, we're cleaning house next year.
How well was it?
I kind of had this idea. It started with an idea. We're going to recruit.
It's like about the Avengers initiative.
It's the Charro initiative. You know, we're going to bring out the best players in DFW. The Armonía is set. Like me, Victor, Dylan on bass, okay. You know, Saul on the other Saul, you know, on guitar. So the Armonía is set, bro, right there. We'll get best rhythm section, you know, like they used to do in high school.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
No, but they don't give that. No, but yeah, I definitely want to go back. Like I was excited because we were gonna go together, pero valió madre. Nada nuevo.
You were in good hands, bro. Boy was like,
yeah, boy was ready. He's like, no un besito. no, but no, it was a fun time, man. Like I got to talk to a lot of people I hadn't talked to in a lot of years, and I think the best thing is honestly like I like being myself at these kind of things. Like I like talking to people. Like
anybody. Who else are you gonna be, bro?
Hey man, some people are sometimes weird like that, man. You see,
like nombres, bro. Nombres?
No, sometimes you see people being fake, man. I don't like that shit. So I like try to be myself. I'm out there, and I talk to you the way I would talk to you here or anywhere else. Like, you know what I mean? So like that's just how I am. Like everybody that I interacted with, like if I know somebody and I have them on social media and I have them on, or I've at least had a conversation with them, even like through DM, like I'm gonna say what's up to you because I mean I know you,
yeah,
and I assume that you know me. You know, that's kind of how it goes. Or like if someone's followed me on social media, like they were the one to request me, then I know that you know, because you tried requesting me. You know,
yeah.
So like that's usually how what's the word, like that's kind of how I see it. I guess
how you roll.
Yeah. So like. Some people aren't like that. I notice they're very like quiet, or they kind of look the other way whenever you're walking by. I'm like,
well, some people have like anxiety about that.
Maybe but it's like, come on, bro.
Other people are like because of other reasons. But I know like a small portion of those people are like, she'll say hi, no, because I used to be like that. Like I'd be like, you know, like yeah.
Hi, my name is.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better about it. Like I'll meet people. I like that now. You know,
yeah.
Compared to high school, I'd be like,
no, you used to be a really nervous guy, dude. I remember. I think you're a little bit better at it now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were kind of reminiscing on that a little bit. I forgot who was talking about it, but we were talking about like you in high school and like when I met a lot of the freshmen in high school, how quiet everybody is in the beginning, you know. So I remember just being like, yeah, I remember like when I talked to Victor the first time, I'm like, come on, bro, like you don't have to be in the corner because you were just over there playing like Asturias. You're like,
can you let me practice, bro? Yeah. Like, gotta practice 6 hours a day.
Little skinny kid. I'm like, hey, wait, come on, just come talk to us. And you're like, yeah. So like I was like, damn, virtuoso over here. Like, no, but it was a good time, man. Nah, dude, like some of these guys don't know when to stop, dude. Like shout out to those guys. Like I told you, like sometimes we would go after the jam session. First 2 jam sessions finish at 12. Next one finishes at 2 in the morning. And then the last one finishes at 4. Like it was on a schedule, so that you know for sure they're gonna end at that time.
Yeah.
So we met these really cool people that would come to every little jam session we had, like, and they knew rep, like I said, and stuff. No, mi respetos para ellos, way. But shout out to them because like they would be like we would finish at 2 and they were already kicking us out of the lobby and out of the jam session room already. They're like, okay, like. So for me, that's like, okay, like, good night. Like, go to sleep, you know? So I went back to my room. And I remember Dylan, Dylan, shout out to Dylan, the bass player. Like, I'm not medio with that, but I dropped. Like I said, I'm the dad, right? So like, I took him up to his room. I want to make sure he's good. You know, I'm like, Dylan, like, you good, bro, right? He's like, yeah, bro, I'm good. Like, I appreciate you, like bringing me out here. I'm like, no, don't worry about it, bro. I saw this kid go into his room, bro. He went into his room and he closed it. I'm like, okay, ya me voy a mi cuarto, güey. Ya me duermo. Ya me voy a dormir. Me and Boyo were just talking about like the day we just had, you know, what it was like, you know, like this was cool, this was whatever. And then like, ya son como las 4 de la mañana, güey. I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower, dude. I'm gonna take a shower. And I heard a trumpet. And I was like, what the fuck? Because sometimes people be playing at the hotel, like in their rooms, and you get in trouble for that. So I remember I just heard trumpets, and I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Like, it sounds, and the boy was like, it sounds like it's outside. And I'm like, nah, here's my mom's way. And like, we had the view of the Albuquerque Plaza, yeah. And I look out there, and ahí está la misma bola, güey, que estaba adentro, pero ahora está afuera. Now they're outside. Now they're out there playing, you know, playing their shit. And I look over out there. Who do I see? I see Dylan's little skinny ass. And I see the freaking yellow. He has a blonde guitarrón. So I see that and that. There's only one person with that description, bro. I'm like, I dropped his ass off, bro. So I seen him out there. I could see him like moving around. I'm like, chingao, dude. And this is 4 a.m, dude. And I talked to them the day after, and they're like, yeah, bro, I didn't go back to my room till like 8 a.m. And then I saw videos of them like jamming. The sun's coming up. I'm like,
it's like a music video.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, y'all's fucking life is a movie right now. Like, we play till sun up. I was like, ¿Usted no se cansan o qué chingados?
Oh, they go to sleep or they just?
Yeah, it was, I mean, like 7 a.m. Well, it was the day before the concert, the actual concert. So I mean, we don't have class anymore. So I mean, I guess for them it's like, if we Saturday die, then, if we die, we die. Huh?
Yeah, it was Saturday then.
Yeah, it was Saturday, like Saturday morning, you know. Nah, but yeah, man, me respetos, dude. Like, cause
no, that's cool, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's cool because it's like you want to keep playing that much, you know, that you're just like, we're gonna play in the middle of downtown at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dangerous in Albuquerque, but I mean, they were out there, man. No se rajaban, dude. And then Dylan the next day, like, we call him and we're like, hey, wait, like, you good? I was like, we're gonna get some food. And I was like, yeah, I'll be down there in a bit. Yeah, man. And Dylan's 19. Chiquillo,
19, 20? No, he's.
I mean,
19.
he's of legal age. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's
he can legally vote.
Yes.
Like vote.
Nah, but yeah, he's a good kid, man. And like I said, I met a lot of good people. Everybody was very, very respectful, and I appreciate that. Like I said, I saw a lot of old friends, made new friends, and I told them next year, dude, we're coming back. No te vas a rajar, güey.
No, that's cool, man. I'm glad you had fun. That's like, I'm glad you got to enjoy that.
Yeah, it was
cool.
Like I said, now you went that year by yourself, and now I went my year by myself. Now we got to do the.
I'm like the.
Let's do it.
You know me?
No, yeah. But yeah, it was a fun time. Would I go again? Yeah.
10 out of 10. Come back.
10 out of 10. We'll come back. We're going to go through these Charro chats very, very quick because we got to get out of here. We started very late, guys. It's past midnight. It's a little
chilly.
It's a little late, but we're gonna do our best to get out of here. Okay, so first person, did y'all have fun in Albuquerque?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Have you ever stopped gigging for a period of time? If so, how was that like? Well, you kind of did in some way, because I mean, you took the week off this week because we had already asked off for this, like for Albuquerque.
Yeah,
you kind of took some time off.
Yeah, I went to a wedding.
You were a civilian?
I went to a wedding.
Yeah.
I got a little drunk.
A little?
Little.
Is that you remember? That you remember everything you did?
Yeah.
Oh, then you weren't that drunk then. You were good. Good times?
It was good. I was
first
drunk. I was drunk. What you mean? Like, I took like 5 shots. I was like,
no, yeah. That's kind of how my buddy Moyo, my buddy Boyo, when he came with us over here to this trip, he got a little medio, right? But he wasn't like bad. Like I'm not saying like they're all falling over.
He wasn't throwing up or.
No, he was fine. He was completely fine.
No
He just kind of looked over at me like, "Yeah, dude, I think I'm drunk." Like I'm just like, "Yeah, I can kind of see it, bro," because you're like, "Yeah, your eyes are a little everywhere, you know."
You're looking at something, but there's nothing in your eyes.
And I don't think I told him. I just told you right now. Like, I think he was getting a little emotional on me, bro. Like, because I told you like he like the first night he did Masters 2. He was a little upset because he didn't get in there, and I told him, well, it's a learning experience, bro. Like maybe you can come back next year and get it. Oh, he's like super hyped for next year already. He's like, because he's never done anything like this. He only did like, he did band all of high school. He was done mariachi for so much of his life, but it's always just been gigging. So we were kind of hyping it up to him too. Like I was like, hey man, like these conferences are cool, man. It gives you an opportunity to meet people and kind of network, but like also play. And you're playing de gusto really, because it's not like nobody's working, nobody's forcing you to work.
Right.
So he was just like, yeah, like we'll see what happens. And then that first night he was a little upset, and I was a little scared actually, because I thought maybe he was gonna be like, nah, I'm never gonna fucking come here again or something like that, like, yeah. But he wasn't. He was a little upset. But then like the second or third day, like after he did the jams and he met more people, he was like, that third day when he got a little tipsy, he was like, nah, bro, like I'm a little like, because it was already gonna end like the next day, Yeah. So he's like, nah, bro, like this was really cool, bro. Like, I'm just gonna like miss everybody, like I didn't want to look over, but I was like, you crying, bro? Like, you good?
Like it's not that hard to be sweating, bro. Like,
I know he's gonna like say no, but like I heard the little crack in his voice, bro. That or he was hella nervous or something, But I was just like, bro, we'll be back next year. Like,
there's other conferences too,
Huh? There's other ones too, yeah, but it's the only one that
I think it's the longest one though.
Is it?
Because most of them are like.
It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a long. Wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the workshops and classes, and then Saturday is a whole event in itself.
Others are like Friday, Saturday, or like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Like a weekend thing, but this one takes place in between the week. No, it really is a special conference. Like I said, I have been wanting to go back for so many years because it's really cool. Like it's like, because I talked to non-mariachis about this trip. Like I would talk like civilians, I guess, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to a mariachi conference, and they would just be like, oh, is it like a bunch of teachers that get together? I'm like, well, not necessarily, like anybody could go, it's for mariachis, but I think they think it's like a business, like when you hear conference, anything outside of mariachi, it sounds like a business conference, and like but that's not what it is. It's like you play music, and I think mariachi conference is very, very different from any other kind of conference, I guess you could say. I don't know. Do they have jazz and?
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's other music conferences
I'm like,
too. Like
there's other music, bro. Like, no, but I don't know. It's just it's really cool. Like if you're a listener and you've never been to a mariachi conference, look into them. Like it really is like a cool resource. Someone like Boyo that went like for the first time, he's been doing mariachi all his life, but he never had the opportunity to do something like this.
Right.
So that's why I kind of hyped it up for him. I was like, bro, it's gonna be fun. Like you're gonna have a good time. And since you were almost crying, it probably meant you had a good time, No, bro. Can we? Maybe he was thinking about like coming back to real life. He was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go back to work. Like, what are the qualities of a good mariachi? For me, it's just good people playing music that at least challenges you like a little bit. Like,
hold up, what?
What's qualities of a good mariachi? Is that what he means?
I think he means like a group.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just talking about like, I guess I read it as like what makes a good mariachi, like a good functioning mariachi.
Okay. It could also be like singular. Like
what makes a good mariachi, that one that comes out?
Like a good charro,
Oh, like an individual?
Maybe.
I think we're looking too much into this.
Qualities of a good mariachi. Okay, let's just say group. Mariachi group.
Okay. Because mariachi means like group. I don't know. Okay.
Pero cuando tú eres mariachi.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's a little confusing. Okay. Point is, what are the good qualities of a mariachi? Like I said, like you're talking about group, right? Group?
Yeah, let's just do group.
So with a group, good qualities of a group are like everybody who is there. They don't have to all necessarily get along, but it obviously works a lot more when they all get along. Okay. They all understand their tendencies, and they work with them. Because I mean, like in the way it work. When I say work with them, I mean like if you know how one person plays, make it work for the group. Because now, like, if you kind of just do your own thing, obviously no one's gonna really like how you play because you're just kind of doing your own thing. So what's one? Like I said, it's good people who play good music and they understand each other. Maybe I don't love the way someone plays, but like if they're doing their best to like fit within their section, I'm like, okay, well, chingon, like that works. And just being like real, like with our group, I like because it's like honestly like very. I told this to Boyo, but it was like for us, it can feel almost like we're coming to hang out and play, but like we really are working. Like sometimes we diminish what we do, but it's like not everybody can do what we do, which is like figure out songs on the spot, play a rep that people are asking for, and play it sometimes, well, a lot of people can't say they do that. They have their set list, they go out and they play that and just that,
Okay.
So I guess that, I don't know.
I'm with that.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good description, It's all about being like water, like you take the shape of whatever glass you fall in,
Mm-hmm.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Be like water. I don't know.
Be like water. or whatever I said.
Well, like whatever Einstein said, bro.
Yeah, that's how I took it. Like, what are qualities of a good mariachi?
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Advice to someone who is learning to drive without any supervision.
You could drive in an empty parking lot. I would do it like at Richmond.
Driving in it. Oh yeah, I think everybody kind of starts off like that.
Yeah.
Empty parking lot.
And then try a small neighborhood.
That's how I learned. I learned to drive a standard like that. I went to a parking lot, which was hard, and there was a hill there. I don't know why he took me there, because like if you drive standard, like to go on a hill, number like if your car turns off, you'll fucking go backwards, like. So like it wasn't the best place, but I learned, in there. But it was an empty parking lot, so yeah, just do that. And please don't drive without a license or anything. That's really bad. Do you miss middle school? No, middle school was the worst.
No, I had fun in middle school.
I didn't because everybody was a jerk.
I think I was a jerk.
Everybody wanted to pants you.
Huh?
When they pull down your pants, that was a thing when I was there.
Okay.
Like for girls, also the girls would like grab their bras and snap them. That was another little phase that they went through.
Yeah.
So it was that you were afraid of getting pantsed, or I don't know if there was a word for it, but it's like where someone.
I remember in my middle school there was a National Butt Slap Day.
So they would just slap your ass.
Yeah,
I don't fucking like that. Kids are just jerks when they're in middle school. None of them know who they are yet. They're all going through changes. Kids over here are like getting testosterone, and girls are over here getting their, so like everything is changing literally in middle school. So everybody in middle school is the worst. So like I said, everybody was just mean, or like there was another time everybody would come up with something and they would run with it. Like fresh cut, you could not get a haircut, bro. And then there was the one where like someone said Inca atrás de ti, and then they would push you.
Oh, see.
And then you would just fall.
There was one where they would like pinch your nipple and they would ask you to whistle.
Yeah, purple nipples, or titty twisters, yeah. There was also freaking I remember, dude, for the longest, guys would just want to like hit your nuts like fast.
Yeah,
they would
check.
Nut check, I guess you say. A nut check, and I'm like, like just fall to the ground, dude. So like I wouldn't. No, I did not.
I had fun in middle school too.
You're probably the one doing all that shit.
It was me and my little gang with con Joan, Michael, like.
Nah, dude, I should not tell this story, but I'm gonna tell it real quick. I'd be sharing way too much.
Please
on this pod.
remind yourself, like, don't embarrass yourself, okay?
No, it's not.
Okay, go.
It's pretty bad actually. No, it's because at the time, I mean, when you're a kid, your mom buys everything for you, right? So like, I didn't wear boxer briefs for the longest, bro. Like. I wore.
What'd I say, bro? Like, what did I just say?
I wore like the calzones, like the. Yeah, but they had so like mine had we're in middle school, early middle school, like.
Bro,
I just got out of elementary,
I got here from Mexico in second grade.
And
I got boxers in third grade, bro. What the fuck were you doing in middle school?
Well, like I said, my mom would just buy whatever my dad wore, like it was the same type, but like she would buy mine with like the ones with cartoons and shit on them.
You take this to the grave, bro. Like, what are you doing?
And like mine had like the colors on the outlines.
No, bro. Stop Stop talking.
So point is, so like when the pantsing era came around, bro, I was scared to death, bro. I would be walking around and like in PE class, because you have to change. I didn't want to change. I mean, it's kind of sad thinking about it. Back then, I would want to like change in the stalls.
Yeah.
Because like those kids would take their pants off and they had boxer briefs or boxers. So like I was the one kid that just wore. Dude, I would tell my mom like, Mom, I don't want to wear these anymore. We have to like take our pants off in school. Like, van a ver, like, and then like to try to explain to them what pantsing was. Like I didn't want to explain that, So no, dude. Like there was all. The whole time, you know how like they would pants you because waistband shorts would just come off like easily. So like yeah, dude, just walking around. Sure enough, like one day they did me dirty, bro. So after that, I would always hold on to them like this. Like I was like paranoid. That's why fuck middle school. You know what? Next question. Last one.
I like middle schools.
Yeah. Oh, last one's just how was the Albuquerque conference?
It was good.
It was very good. Anyway, we get the fuck out of here. Episode 89. We're well on our way to get to episode 100. Almost there. Anything you want to say before we dip?
Thank you guys. Hope the new listeners from Albuquerque have a good time.
Yeah, man.
Hope you like it.
Yeah.
Comment, rate, review, share, broadcast. I don't know.
Broadcast. Yeah, like you said, guys. Make sure you share. Thank you to everybody who said what's up in Albuquerque. You guys are the best. Very nice to go out of your way.
Never forget.
No, like I said, it was really cool because you guys went out of your way, like to come and say something about the pod. Like sometimes, like I told them on there, like I know, like sometimes it does take a lot to put this out there. So like sometimes I do get like real stressed about it, but like I do it because usually people tell me that like they enjoy and they actually listen to. So like people like from different parts of the U.S. like coming up to say like, hey, like I listen to this all the time. Like when are you gonna drop a new episode? And like that's cool. And they would talk about the vlogs and like other shit that I've like put out. And I was like, damn, that's cool. Like so like it's like a whole thing. Like they don't just like listen, like they watch and shit. So anyway, point is, thank you guys. I appreciate that. And hopefully next year we're able to both be in Albuquerque and do some more stuff out there. And I think it would be really cool. So thank you guys.
You guys have fun.
Yeah, have a good weekend. We're gonna get back to work finally. Right? But yeah, I'll see you guys later and peace.
Bye guys.
Bye. Oh.
We're gonna go eat. It's 12:40. I'm like, hacemos unos huevitos.